Good afternoon to those listeners. May 13th, 2026. It's 5:13 p.m. And here's Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, say the Lord God, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread nor thirst for water, but the hearing of the words of the Lord. And then we got Daniel chapter 12, verse 9 and 10. And he said, Go thy way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed to the end, till the time of the end. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand, but the wise shall understand. So I used to believe, or used to think, that what this was talking about was for the coming verses after that. That you'd have people would have understanding of the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, the abomination of desolation set up, 1,290 days, and then blessed is he that waiteth and cometh to the 1,335th day. But maybe it means something else. So Laura Dew commented on the video about John chapter 12, and this is what she said. She totally agrees. But I believe that these Bible changes have to do with what an angel told Daniel in chapter 12, verse 9. And he said, Go your way. I think this is a little bit different. I don't know what version she was doing, but it says the same thing. Go your way, Daniel, for the words are closed up and sealed till the time of the end. And since we're now in the end time, the words of our Bibles are no longer sealed, so the enemy can change them in order to deceive as many as possible. And then I'll go over something else, but let me address that in the comment. So, I went through all this, but I need to go to the end part first. I say, either way, I think it's a blessing for those who can see the changes, but I love the way you explain the words being sealed until the end. I always thought that they were secret words, or the words will be clear to believers in the end, but you were saying the true words of God were always there until the end days, until now. And then God allowed them to be changed. So that makes total sense now. I never thought of it that way, but Laura came up with a fantastic explanation. I never thought of it that way. That the Bible was always true and the words were always true up until, who knows, we don't know exactly when it started, but when all these changes started happening. Wow. So in other words, the Bible used to always be good, especially the King James Version. And all the versions used to be good. It used to always say the true words that, or mainly said all the true words that the Bible used to say, that God gave the apostles to write into the Bible, and all the men that used to write the Bible. It was God inspired, and it used to be all true, or as best to the best of of the people who translated it, who wrote it and translated it. They did their best to keep it as perfect as it could be. But now it's just so corrupted. But it makes sense, yes. So picture it the other way around. I was always thinking that the words were sealed up so we wouldn't understand until the end. But what if she's right and the true words of God were in the Bible and they were sealed until now, until the end days, and now it's being perverted, it's being corrupted supernaturally because we're in the end times and God's allowing that to happen. Does that make sense? Wow. So let me go over the other part of it now. So she was saying, however, those who are truly born again and spirit-filled have a God-given love and knowledge of the truth, so they won't be deceived. I think that is also true, but I don't know if only the people that, I should say, So the people that claim to be born again and spirit-filled and know their Bibles, like, many pastors, like all the pastors, I mean, well, you would think that most of the pastors that are preaching the word, that they are born again, you would think, and they would know the truth, right? So why are they being deceived? Because we can't seem to find any pastors out there that acknowledge the Bible changes. So I'm not sure about this part, but yes, I do believe that people that are true believers, that are hungry for the truth, yes, they won't be deceived and they will know the truth. So yes, I agree with that, but I'm not sure. I think that there are a lot of people that are born again that really truly love God and that love the Bible, but their eyes aren't opened. So that's the one little part that I'm not so sure about. Because if you're going to say that only the people that can see the Bible changes are going to heaven, there's going to be so few people that go to heaven, and all these pastors are all going to hell. I don't know about that. So, but yes, thank you, Laura, for putting that comment out there, and I hope that people can understand what she is saying and what I am saying too. That you can see that maybe the Bible changes weren't there until the end times when God allowed the verses to be changed supernaturally. I hope that makes sense to people. Thanks for watching. God bless.